This is PKF Texas Entrepreneurs Playbook. I'm Russ Capper, this week's guest host, and I'm here once again with Laura Gibson, labor and employment lawyer with Ogden, Gibson, Broocks, Longoria, and Hall. Laura, welcome back to the Playbook.
Thank you, Russ.
Well, tell us right now about trends that are happening and perspectives with women in business.
You know, I think before we can start talking about the trends, we need to revisit where we are. I've been practicing law for 28 years, and the numbers have not increased in any material way since I began my practice. So in terms of the number of women who are in executive corporate positions, that's 15%.
Okay.
The number of women equity partners at law firms, that's 16%. The number of women on corporate boards is just under 17%. And the highest number of women we have are 19% in Congress and 19% who act as general counsels in corporations. I'm a big believer that if you measure it, it's attainable. So our firm is a member of what's called NAMWOLF. It's the National Association of Minority and Women-Owned Law Firms. We're a women-owned law firm. And NAMWOLF, starting in 2010, created a diversity initiative. In 2010, they had 11 members who committed to spend $30 million a year with women and minority-owned law firms. In 2012, that number of companies has increased to 26, and the spend was $193 million. And I'm pleased to report that the participating companies met their goal each time. So what that tells me is that if we want to see movement and an increase in the number of women in executive positions, that as consumers, we need to make sure that where we spend our money is with women-owned businesses. And as corporations, that we set a goal for the number of corporate executives who are women in our company and the number of women who will serve on our boards. And I think the research has shown that having more women involved in corporate governance and in leadership roles improves the effectiveness of the decisions that are made. So it's a great goal to have, and in order to do it, we got to put our money where our mouth is.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here once again. This has been another Thought Leader production brought to you by PKF Texas Entrepreneurs Playbook. Tune in next week for another chapter.